Congratulations, you're almost done. You may have just received the closing disclosure, or you're about to. The closing disclosure is the final document that you receive prior to closing. Okay. The government requires we send this to you 3 days prior to the actual closing, where you go to the title company and physically sign all the documents. Okay. It's good to have this form ahead of time. The only downside is it's a little bit complicated. And so we send this form to people and end up just getting a lot of questions and people getting confused and wondering what's going on. So I created this video to help you understand what this form is made up of. Obviously, these are generic numbers, not your numbers, but the concepts are the same. And so hopefully this at least explains some of the principles behind this form. Okay. Page 1, it's a 5-page document. Page 1 at the very top shows you the details of the transaction. Okay. Shows you the date you're closing. It shows you when it's funding. It shows your name, address, those kind of things, right? Below that shows you the loan terms. Okay, so loan amount, it shows you the total loan amount, shows you then the interest rate, and then it shows you your monthly principal and interest payment. Okay, this is the part of your payment that never changes. Okay, if you're doing a fixed rate loan, 15-year, 30-year, that kind of thing. If you're doing an ARM, it's a different story, and we can talk about that another time. But on fixed rate loans, this monthly principal and interest is the part that never changes. Okay, every month, same amount. Okay, that's what you're paying for, principal and interest. Below that, though, is the part that does change. That's what makes up your full payment, your total payment. But it's including your mortgage insurance, if applicable. In this example, it's not. And then also your taxes and insurance. Okay, homeowners insurance, like if your house burns down. So you can see in this example, that total is $166.68. Okay, so it just gives you a lump sum. It doesn't tell you exactly what makes up that. If we turn the page to section G, then you can see homeowners insurance in this example is $51.58. Property taxes is $115.10. Okay, so if you add those two together, that's what makes up that $166. Okay, is your homeowners insurance and your taxes. That's the part of the payment that can change. As homeowners insurance or taxes go up, your payment would then have to do accordingly. Okay, then below that you can see the total estimated payment. So that's your total payment. Okay, below that here shows your closing costs. Okay, this is the total cost that you're paying for the loan. Now. You can see it's $5,061. It includes $3,202 in loan costs, and then $1,859 in other costs. So what makes that up? Okay, so let's turn to page 2 again, and you can see at the very top section here you have section A, B, and C. These are your hard costs. Okay, the actual cost for the loan. Section A is our costs, so the fees that we charge you. Section B is the appraisal fee and the credit report fee, and then section C is your title fees. Okay, section D then adds all of those up together, and that's what makes up that $3,202 in this example. Okay, again, those are the hard costs. Below that now is your other costs. Okay, and the reason I can not consider it hard costs per se is because some of these you're going to get actually reimbursed for when we pay off your old loan. Okay, but let's talk about that. So section E. Recording fees. So you have $80 that's for recording that title charges. Then you have section F here, prepaids. Okay, so in this example, we're closing on the 16th of August, and so we're going to have interest from the 16th of August to the beginning of September. This is so that your first payment isn't due until October 1st. Okay, and when you pay October's first payment, it's really actually for September's interest. So August interest is paid. You can see at closing. Okay. Below that, then you have section G. So this is the initial escrow account. So just like you have an escrow account on your current loan, on this new loan, we need to set up a new escrow account. And so we're collecting 7 months of taxes, and we're collecting 12 months of property taxes. Okay. And the reason is because in this example, taxes are due here soon, so we're going to need to pay those. And homeowners insurance, we're collecting 7 months because it's probably not due for another 4 or 5 months, and so we're making sure that we have enough in there for that time period. Now, we're collecting all this money to put into an escrow account. Right now, on your current loan, you have money sitting in an escrow account. When we pay off that old loan, that money will come back to you, okay, in the form of a check. Typically, once we pay them off, they have 30 days to mail you a check. That's your money. You can keep it, it's yours. And again, that's why we're collecting all this money for the new account, is because we need to make sure there's enough in there to pay those things again for you, okay? Then you can see section I is the total of all those costs, $1,859, and then J is the total of the loan costs and the other costs, which equals that $5,061, okay? So going back to page 1, $5,061, that is your total cost for the loan, okay? Below that then is your cash to close. You can see in this example we're doing a refinance. It's actually a cash out refinance. So you can see the box 2 is checked to the borrower. So in this case, the borrower is not coming in with money. They're actually getting money back. Your scenario may be different, but in this example, they're getting $45,000 to go play, have fun, right? Pay off debt, maybe, you know. But they're getting that money. That will then be wired to them 3 days after they close at the title company. So as always, if you have any questions on this form, any individual questions, give me a call or text me. I want to make sure you understand it. However, my goal with this video is just to give you that overview of what this form entails. Thanks.